Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Of course, back here with Farshad. Got a little update, nothing too crazy, but we're gonna go over kind of latest assay updates, talk about some other stuff about the company. I saw some questions in the group, so we'll try and get as much out of Farshad as we can. But first things first, Farshad, how are you?
Hi, Jason. How are you doing? I'm doing really good.
I'm good. I'm good. 2021 starting off pretty quick. Lots of movements. I know here in Ontario we have a stay-at-home order. Lots of fun.
Yes, I was walking on the street today and I was thinking about you guys. We're here taking care of this COVID. We're cautious, but the business is going on. I really like it on the street where I see people are active, but they take care of this social distancing and also everyone is with the mask and it's good. It's going. I
Yeah.
really like it.
Oh, good. Well, let's get into the exciting part. Doubleview. I have to ask. Where do we sit with assays? I'm curious. Have you talked to the lab recently or this week? Any update for people that are still waiting for assays to come out?
Yes, actually, we have two sets of assays. One of them, some of them are for the cobalt recovery, copper, gold recovery, and I expect those to be over very soon because we gave them good on time. They did it during the Christmas time, so it should be here any day. And for the assays, the lab has checked with us. We know it's on a short notice, like we're going to receive it. It's hard to say, no guarantee, but I expect to see them, less than 10 days, sort of. That's what I'd like to see them.
Okay, that's good. Hey, that's a good little update for people. So awesome. Hopeful, of course. Knock on wood, cross our fingers, all that stuff that we get it in the next 10 days. That's fantastic. Um, I guess the next question, drilling stuff. I know. You've chatted a little bit, and I saw in the group. Let me know if this is wrong. By the way, someone said you've already kind of begun extra discussions with the drilling team over the past couple of weeks. Anything you want to comment there? See people asking, when are we going to get back to drilling? Is there any update on how those chats are going, and that kind of stuff?
Yes, what I'm doing right now, half my day time is just spent on the drilling. I like to start it, as soon as possible, but realistically, we're looking at mid-February to a week, the last week of February to go back drilling. We had a couple of things. We have to service the machines and have, generators serviced. My plan is we're going to have Monday our last meeting with the drillers, with the crew, with everyone, so we get everybody prepared. And for the beginning of this exploration, I'm going up there myself to take care of some of the business on the ground. We're going to have interviews on the ground while I'm there, and we I'd really like to start it early because our ground condition is different than anybody else. So we can even start it tomorrow, but we got to take care of some business. We're anxious to get into there, and I'm hoping this year is the year that we can, with the money that we have in hand, we can do a minimum in the first round 5 6 holes, second round 5 6 holes, and the third round 5 6 holes. It collectively gives us 2.5 to 3 months. People may ask, oh, okay, how come the other one was longer? It depends on the type of drill holes, the type of rock, and on this drill holes that we see towards the north and towards the east, we've been there. We know how the rocks are, a little bit different than the previous ones, and I think we can do a lot better job and faster this time.
Cool. And I've got a question. I see people asking, would it be possible to do another one of those kind of 3D, like IP, obviously, videos where we talk about the drilling targets that people can expect and that at least you are hoping to obviously drill in this upcoming drilling season?
Yes, uh, we're going to come up first of all with a video to show what we have right now,
Yeah.
and that's our first thing. And then I'm gonna provide an update what we're gonna do next and where we are targeting. and what the purpose of targets are. I'm very confident in the IP. Right now, the IP has made it very different target for us. These IPs are way more reliable than what we had thought and previously thought about them. And now we have a better confidence in them. That's why I want to come up with a plan to show it what we're going to do next and periodically update the investors with news release that where we're going to go next and show them and why we're doing that. And of course, with core photos right after that.
Good, good. I'm sure some interviews on the ground will be interesting. A little, good taste for things to come. Is there anything else, update wise? I'm gonna shoot some questions at you from the group, but before then, do you have anything update wise that you want to let people know about? I know. Hey, there's questions about majors and stuff like that. I'm sure you probably can't say too much. But
No.
that being said, is there any other updates about Doubleview that you want to mention?
The only thing I'd like to mention, I look here, I want to mention to all the investors, we're going to a new era of double view. And with the copper prices right now, if you look at the market, you see the copper prices is the only commodity that's going up in spite of the interest which has gone high on the bond. Every other commodity, dollar and etc., they are getting affected except copper. It shows how and what a strong year we're gonna have for deposit like ours, which we have a huge target. And I'm looking into this year to be our largest, the most fruitful, prolific year that we've ever had.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's a good goal, a good little teaser. I'm going to fire some questions at you. And to those who are watching, I promise you I do my best, try to get as much out of Farshad as possible. But, obviously he can only say what he can. So here, a question, and really I want to start with, what's your opinion on the current share price? Are you happy? Do you think we're undervalued? That kind of stuff. What's your take on, of course, share price? Let's say it's 25 cents, give or take.
When I look at all the other projects and companies that they are working and I see them, we are severely underpriced, undervalued. This is the way I look at it. I look at the target, the size, what we've taken out of the ground. We are we the evaluation is not like this, shouldn't be like this. And I expect it to anytime to move up. I hope, I'm not saying it's going to go. I received a call from a major shareholder of another company. He's got some stock in our company too. And he said, we saw that jump coming from 11, 12 cents to 24, 25, averaging there. And what was the conduit? I told him. Then he said, how come it is so low right now? No one pays attention to it. And he's very excited. Hopefully, he said he's going to go to the market and start buying the stock. So you see, we expect a lot better than this.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, look, I'm not going to ask you where you think it should be. I know from a legal standpoint we can't, but good to hear that you think it's severely undervalued. That's fantastic. I saw a question. Are you worried about a lowball kind of hostile takeover? I saw that question pop up. I thought it was interesting. What's your insight?
I should say the answer could be yes. And we are in the public market. Anything can happen. If it is a hostile, it's a hostile. Nothing we can do about it. And, we go with it and let's hear what happens. That's all I can say. It's a public market, right?
I know in previous videos you said potentially you're looking for a $5 share price to sell out. How confident are you in getting that $5 price tag? And then the part two, which is probably even crazier, is what type of timeline are you looking at for that?
Uh, I can't comment on the dollar wise, or I can't comment on the time wise that what I have in mind. But I got personally one number in my mind that I will be very disappointed if I don't get it.
Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Someone I know the timeline is always it's a moving moving target. So is there anything you wanted to mention about part 2, or is it like we can't really say too much?
We can't even say too much.
Someone here is asking about potentially more financing. What's your take on financing? Do you think we'll see Doubleview doing another financing later this year? What's your opinion?
First of all, as a joke or whatever it is, my palm is itching, which is a good thing. I had, I've had during this time from January until now, I've had offers for large financing for $60 million, but I got to look at it where it comes from, how we can do it, or the time wise and etc. I haven't accepted that. Neither I have rejected that, but we got that. We don't need money right now. We're. I don't think we're going to need money for the whole year this year to run our program, and then we look at the playground. We gotta go with our plan. Our plan is go there, drill, and drill more. We came with this slogan right now in here: drill more value. That's our target for this year. Anything comes along around that, we either entertain or reject them. For
Yeah.
now, I got $60 million in my hand. I can take it tomorrow.
Fair, fair. And I think it's more about, and we've chatted, of course, just off the recording, but it's very true. You're looking for the right money. And we've talked about that in previous videos as well. You're not simply closing the door on everybody. Obviously, you're looking to entertain the right people. So important to mention. Is there anything that, any questions you've been seeing or you've been getting asked that you want to get out on a video, and potentially answer what a lot of other people would like to hear as well?
I'm not getting a lot of questions because my communication with outside world is nowadays I've been so busy it's just through these videos, and I don't talk to investors very often now, almost close to zero. And but what I see the excitement is our long time shareholders. They're always excited right now. They see it the best time ever WVU has seen. They're confident. I'm very confident in the assay results to come in and next program to go on. And I see definitely definitely the best year for Doubleview this year. Crossing our fingers and moving forward.
Awesome. Well, hey, we'll leave it there. I'm sure we'll be doing another video here soon talking about assays and some recovery stuff. So that's fantastic. Farshad, thanks for joining. I guess we'll close it here. You have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. You have a good weekend too.